I learned that a family member of mine has gotten into some significant legal trouble, and I was concerned about the impact that his choices had made on his future. So I was concerned about him getting a conviction. It would have impacted his life tremendously for a very long term. I wanted him to have an opportunity to have a chance in life.
Probation violations are kind of an animal of itself, because here's the thing. If you are charged with the DWI for the underlying offense of your probation, and you're put on probation for DWI, you're convicted immediately of the DWI. You, by law, are not entitled to a bail bond. Now, some counties give people bonds, but some counties don't. If you happen to be in a county that doesn't give a bail bond, and you were on probation for DWI, you may not get out of jail until the case is concluded, and that could be 4 or 5 or 6 months. When you start having a problem, that's when I like to get the call first, because then sometimes I can fix it before it gets that far. But even if it does get that far, you gotta get a lawyer, you gotta get them quick, because you gotta get working on that thing pretty quick. The first thing that we try to do is to lower the stress level of our clients. First of all, I listen to them, because that is one thing that sometimes clients don't get out of their attorney. Sometimes attorneys just want to talk. We have to listen to them, because I need to hear not only what the allegations are, but I need to hear something deeper too. I need to hear how they're feeling about it, everything else. At that point, I try to start putting together a plan. I like to lay it out for them and say, okay, well, here's what we're going to do for you and how we're going to go about doing this. And I find that it helps resolve some of that a little bit, that nervousness that they've got. We do have a plan. There is something we can do to help them. The biggest mistake that people make when they have a probation violation is to stop reporting, to stop doing the things you're supposed to do. And that's one thing I tell people all the time. Look, if you can't pay your fine, or you tested dirty on a test or something, don't stop going to probation. Keep going to probation, because it only makes it worse. They believe, hey, I'm fixing to go to jail anyway, so they're gonna have to find me. And that really does create even a bigger problem. There's a few things that you need to be looking for when you're interviewing lawyers. You need somebody who's gonna sit there and listen to you, okay? Because you have to be able to tell your story. You're gonna want somebody that's got experience. You want somebody that this is what they do. You want a lawyer that can walk into that courtroom and try that case like a bulldog. I've tried over hundreds of jury trials before, many, many jury trials. I have the experience in the court. I have the experience fixing people's problems as well.
What I liked most that impressed me was Robin's directness. He was very direct, very honest, and very professional. So I received a level of comfort, and I knew what to expect. I personally found McCarty-Larson to be an outstanding law firm that can help a broken family get their lives back together and pointed in a positive direction.
If you have some hesitancy about contacting an attorney because maybe you don't feel like you can afford a good one or not, trust me on this. You might be surprised, because at least at my firm, I know that we price our services very fair. We try to make it very accessible to people too. We have payment plans, we allow down payments, and so don't think for a second that you're not going to be able to get first-rate defense because you don't have a lot of money. Come talk to me first and let's see what we can work out. One thing I absolutely realize, and I absolutely believe in my heart of hearts, sometimes bad things happen to good people. We can help you. Give us a call.